Hi guys, it's me Tech Jake, and today we're taking a look at something that might just elevate your entire movie night setup, the Epson Home Cinema 3700. Now, if you're looking for a projector that balances brightness, color accuracy, and overall home theater performance without jumping straight into the ultra-premium range, this one is definitely worth checking out. So first things first, design. The Epson Home Cinema 3700 doesn't try to be overly flashy. It's clean, it's white, it looks like a solid piece of tech that just blends into your setup, whether you've got it ceiling mounted or placed on a table. The build feels sturdy, and the layout of the lens and vents makes it clear this projector is designed to prioritize performance. Now let's talk about what really matters, the image quality. This is a 1080p 3LCD projector, and that's important because unlike single-chip DLP projectors, you're not going to see that rainbow effect some people complain about. Instead, you get consistently bright, sharp, and color-accurate images. At 3000 lumens of brightness, this thing can actually perform well even in spaces that aren't completely dark. So if you're setting it up in a living room with some ambient light, you're still going to get a solid picture without having to pull down blackout curtains every time. For movie lovers, you're getting a really cinematic experience. Blacks are deep, colors are vibrant, and motion feels smooth, especially when you're watching action scenes or sports. Epson also includes frame interpolation here, which means less motion blur when things get fast. And for gamers, the input lag is respectable. This isn't marketed as a gaming projector, but you can definitely fire up your console and get an enjoyable experience on a massive screen. One of the standout features is the lens shift and zoom capabilities. A lot of projectors in this price range force you to line things up perfectly or deal with keystone correction, which can mess with image quality. But here, you've got horizontal and vertical lens shift plus a 1.6x zoom. That means setup is way more flexible. You don't have to be dead on center. You can move the lens and still get a perfectly aligned image without sacrificing sharpness. Speakers are built in, but let's be honest, like with most projectors, they're more of a backup option. If you're investing in a home theater setup, you'll want external speakers or a sound system to really complete the experience. That being said, it's nice to have them included for convenience or quick setups. Now, let's touch on what it's like to actually live with this projector. The fan noise is relatively quiet for the brightness it's pushing, so it doesn't get distracting when you're watching a movie. Lamp life is solid, rated for thousands of hours, and replacement lamps are relatively affordable compared to some higher-end models. That makes this a good long-term investment if you're planning to use it regularly. As far as connectivity goes, you've got HDMI ports, VGA, and a few other standard inputs. It's not overloaded with smart features like some newer models that run Android TV, but that's not really a deal breaker. Most people will just hook up a streaming stick, a Blu-ray player, or a console and get going. And honestly, I prefer it this way. It keeps things simple and gives you the freedom to connect whatever ecosystem you're already using. So, who is this for? If you're someone who wants to get into the home theater game with a bright, sharp projector that doesn't need a fully blacked-out room, the Epson Home Cinema 3700 is a fantastic option. It's bright enough for casual viewing during the day, but it really shines when the lights are down and you're watching on a 100-inch or even larger screen. And with its lens flexibility, it fits setups that would otherwise be tricky with a more limited projector. It's not the absolute newest model on the market, but sometimes that's actually an advantage. You're getting proven reliability, great performance, and a price point that makes it very appealing compared to the latest high-end models. At the end of the day, the Epson Home Cinema 3700 is all about delivering that cinematic big-screen experience in your home without making you compromise too much on brightness, color, or flexibility. So yeah, that's been a closer look at the Epson Home Cinema 3700. If you want to buy this projector and set up your own home theater, then please visit the link provided in the description.